Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Today is the day that the moon governs, and we are in the energy of the full moon. It comes in, I believe it comes in at like 3 time or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I should have checked it before I got on here. Ugh, it is what it is. But I do know it's like Pacific in the afternoon. So I'm kind of all over the place. Like the full moon energy in Cancer it rules our emotions and our inner world and our feelings. And we have this full moon that's in opposition to Pluto, conjunct the sun in Capricorn. And so I'm going to do my best to talk about it because I feel like I want to weep, but nothing is wrong. My life is completely orderly right now. My life is in greater order than it has ever been. So let me say that, okay? My life is in greater order than I have ever experienced. And there's something about that is amazing, but it brings up so much emotion. Like, almost as if I'm beginning to see all the unnecessary struggling and striving and narratives that I have created. And so there's a part of me that feels like I'm grieving who I was yesterday or the day before yesterday. There's something, this Cancer energy takes us back to our childhood, takes us back to who we were as children. And if you can recall your relationship to your mother as a child and what you believed about her and what you felt before you discovered that she was whatever else, right? Like that deep thing. And so for me, when I was a child, I had a gap. Like my mother wasn't present. I literally remember being born and the the nurses. I have a memory in my consciousness of the nurses giving me to my mother and me meeting her fear, like feeling her shut down energy. Now, granted, my mother was 17 years old. She was a sex worker and she was alone, or she felt alone, and she was very scared. And so on a day like today, I feel that. I just feel it. And so I have to give myself permission to feel it, right? Like, because with Pluto conjunct the sun in opposition to this full moon, there is a subconscious influence within us that's trying to emerge. And so you have the opportunity to be with it in the most compassionate and loving and gentle way, or you can be in a story. But if you can be in a story about whatever narrative you're creating around the feelings, right? I love you too, LA Yoga Mama, Yogi Mama. Um, and so, can we give ourselves the permission to feel the stuff from our childhood that we didn't get to feel because we didn't have language? I know one of the things that I'm so aware of right now, like as I'm a parent, and then I realized that I was parented by people who never asked me, well, how do you feel about the fact that your father was murdered? Like nobody ever asked. Like nobody ever said, are you okay? Like, but I know that they didn't know, that they didn't understand how to be with it, right? So I'm not angry, but I do have to still go do my work to feel the things that were hard to feel, right? I don't have to add any blame. I don't have to compress it with more drama, but it's still there because the stuff doesn't go away because the body holds the memories. And the Cancer energy in the water holds the memories, and we are 70 to 90% water. So there's a lot that needs to be addressed so that we can release it and clear and really detox ourselves of these emotional patterns that we inherit from our mothers, because they were born in times where they just weren't healthy, right? And so can we give them permission? Can we give them permission to be with the fact that they didn't know and that they were ignorant and that they were traumatized themselves and that they were being cultivated and enculturated in a culture that suppressed the feminine, that made them feel crazy and like they couldn't really even take care of themselves in the way that they needed. They didn't have language. They didn't even have language. When you understand the language that we have now, and you think about your own mother and that she didn't have the language that you, so we have to just have deep compassion for them. We have to have deep compassion for them because in their ignorance and in their trauma and in their chaos, we still got here and we're still here. And if we're here every moment of the day, we have an opportunity to reconcile those traumas that our ancestors and our mothers' mothers endured for us to be here. And so, in that, what is the most loving thing we can do on a day like today? What is the most loving thing we can do for ourselves and for our lineage? Because cancer governs the family, it governs the mother, it governs the reality that builds this external world. And so, the more compassion that we can anchor to within ourselves, the better off we all are to feel the things that we've not been able to feel, to feel the things that our mothers didn't have permission to feel or consent to feel, and then to recover ourselves in a new way with new language, new narratives, new perspectives, new possibilities, new love, new acceptance, and new power. Because Pluto is conjunct the sun in Capricorn in opposition to this, right? So, power. We have the power. And so, this week is going to be filled with many, many shifts and changes. I was with my girlfriend Erin yesterday, and we were listening to Ann Ortley's astrological for the week. And so, first of all, the nodes are going into Scorpio and Taurus this week. Uranus is going direct this week. Uranus goes direct this week. The sun goes into Aquarius this week, and we have a full moon today. All those are very significant energies that are going to change reality as we know it. So we want to take a day like today and really free ourselves because what's coming this week, you're not going to have space for shit else. So really, you want to free yourself, okay? Really free yourself. So if you're interested, you can, in my link tree here, you can participate in the full moon meditation tonight. We're going to do that at 6:30, and we're going to be setting a new frequency to really give us the permission. Let me tell you, Capricorn season is always forever, and Scorpio season is forever because those are these energies where the work is hard. Capricorn is hard and Scorpio is hard. So it is what it is. So I am not going to force myself into conversation anymore. I'm going to invite you to participate in in the full moon ceremony this evening. And I'm about to just go get in the bathtub and drink tea and feel and cry and maybe dance and do some body work. And then I have a client later on today at like 5 o'clock, and then we have the meditation. Yes, Aquarius is it's about to get us popping. Aquarius is about to really bring us into the age of Aquarius. Like every time we come to Aquarius, like literally it's like bringing more in, like releasing the old way of being and more coming into this being in your authentic self and who you are here to be. So I offer today that you use the energy today to feel, just feel, because that's all you can really do with Cancer. All you can do is feel. And weep and dance and nurture yourself. My son is Aquarius, so I'm really excited about it. Nurture yourself, love yourself, mother yourself. Literally, one of the things we're going to do tonight in the meditation is really be present to the energy of that, which is the mother, the cosmic mother, who has given birth to us all for a particular reason, right? We really are the conduits. We move the earth forward. Like, we have all these stories about how difficult we are as human beings, but we are vessels. We are vessels of the divine. We are we are here from the mothership, the motherboard, like they said in mm, mm, flashlight, neon light. I used to love those songs. Now I lay me down to sleep, right? Exactly right. Um, just that funk music that really honored the this energy that is like the mothership, right? That we are from somewhere else and we come here to do something necessary for our solar system, right? We get all caught up in, our work and our relationships, and it's fine. That's all good. It is great. We love that stuff. But those are not that stuff is a vehicle to help us cultivate energies that need to be brought out of us. And um, so your relationships are doing something to help you burst open. Your experiences are doing something to help you burst open. You are here to release something into this experience. And your experiences help you release it. Exactly. So, what we're here doing is giving birth to our consciousness many times over. And we bought something here from another dimension. We come from another dimension and we bought something here and it is inside of us. And we want to have experiences that then help us open up and release what's inside of us. That's what we're doing. And who does that? Mothers. Mothers have an experience inside of them and then they give birth to it and bring it out. So we're all doing that all of the time with our thoughts, with our creations, with our feelings. We're bringing something inside to the external. So use your time today to really cultivate and nurture yourself in a beautiful way. And I also am aware that it is Dr. King's holiday. And all I want to say is that I really love Black people. I love Black people. I love Black people. I cannot tell you guys what I mean when I say it, honestly. We are the salt of the earth. We are the strength and the power of the universe, of this earthly system. What we have done in America is fucking phenomenal. What we have endured and come through and maintained this soul and spirit and continue to endure, we are resilient and we do it in the most compassionate, compelling ways that the whole world has to stop and pay attention to us. The whole world has to sit down and say, well, let me see what this, the whole world, because we have configured a reality out of our suffering. Out of our suffering, we have configured a reality that has fed the entire fucking world. People come from all over the world to America to benefit from the riches that Black people have created. Every other group that has come here, whether they be Asian or from India or from Europe or from wherever, they have come and benefited from the riches that Black people, through captive experience, created. And they come and they get enriched, they become rich. They become rich. They create business because we created the system and the foundation for it to be done. And so for that, I love Black people. I love us. There's nobody like us. Nobody can do what we do. Nobody has ever done what we do. We are the cream of the motherfucking crop. We are the creators of reality. We are the fucking chosen people. And the reason that I know that we're the chosen people, because when you look in our lives and you look at what we create through culture, no one else does what we do. No one else can do what we do. And for that, I am grateful. We are the mothers of culture. Black people are the mothers of culture. And so on this day that we have honored to give dedication and devotion to Dr. King, I just want to really understand that he was doing something to highlight who we are, what we have done, and what we have not been credited for. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're credited for it, because we have the energy that created it in our fucking cell structure. So we don't need one person to say thank you or acknowledge it, because we are the builders of it. We are the builders of it, right? So as long as we know the fuck who we are, no one else ever has to know. Because we are the only ones who can do what has been done here. And so today I honor that. And I honor that Dr. King absolutely understood who we were. And I don't agree with the fact that the way he did it. I don't think that we need to assimilate into this culture. I just believe that that was our downfall. And he even said that at the very end. He said, "Have I led my people into a burning building?" Yes, Dr. King, you did. You led us into a burning building. But guess what? We are fucking made of water, and we will even thrive through fire. Because we are the fucking creative element of human beingness. That is it. We are the core of it. So it doesn't matter that we're in a burning building, because we cannot be destroyed. We are invincible. We are invincible. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Have a beautiful day. That's right. He figured it out and he had to go. He figured it out and he had to go. And he surrendered himself because he had to do it. That's right. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a really beautiful, beautiful day. I love you guys very much. All right. Bye-bye.